Microdermabrasion is a treatment that you can add to your facial, or again, you can do it as a standalone treatment. The skin has to be very dry, and it's cleansed and toned, but we're going to use an astringent. I use dry cotton because we want the skin to be dry. The astringent is going to remove any excess oils that are on the skin. So we're just going to tone her with the astringent. Might be a little stingy. You can warn the client. You can do this treatment on almost anyone. You don't want to do microdermabrasion on someone with inflamed acne, very, very sensitive skin, inflamed rosacea. So we're going to let that dry for a minute. This is the microdermabrasion machine. You just push this button to turn it on. There's a dial here for the pressure. The machine has cotton in here to catch the dead cells. There's tips that go on the end that look like sandpaper. They come in different coarsenesses, and we're using a pretty light coarse tip today. And what it will do is it's going to go in and it's going to suck off the dead cells. So it's kind of abrading and sucking off the dead cells. It's not going to do anything to the skin underneath the dead cells. It will help to stimulate collagen production. Just get rid of dead cells so your skin looks nice and bright. Again, I want to just make sure her skin is very dry. The suction part of this machine is controlled by this knob over here, and we always want to check it to make sure that it's not too strong of a suction. I'm going to start on her neck. I'm going to have her turn. We always want to hold the skin taut so that the machine doesn't suck up the skin. So I'm going to start where my thumb is, and we're going to go up. And it just is a little bit of suction and a little bit of scratching. So it shouldn't be uncomfortable for the client. If you don't, she's getting a little red, that's okay, that's what we want. You move your thumb over and you continue. The machine will catch on to the skin, and that's fine. You don't need to press at all. If you don't overlap, she'll have stripes. You don't want her to have stripes. That consistent pinkness is what you want to see. I usually do the neck and get that over with because the neck is usually the most tender part. So again, I'm going to start over here with the same movements as the other side, almost overlapping so that it has a consistent pattern. Hold the skin tight. And it's just sliding right off her jawbone. You can see that I'm kind of flicking the machine like that so that it comes off. You don't want to pull it off, you'll leave a mark. Okay, now we're going to start on the jaw. Again, you're going to hold the skin taut and continuous, just let it hold onto the skin and slide. Again, we're going to hold the skin down here and overlapping the machine as we go. Very close movements. She's getting a little pink, that's good. As you do the chin, just follow the contour of the face. Hold here to do the upper lip. You could go right over the lips if you wanted to. It can help to plump them. It can help with lines around the lips. And the side of the nose. going to turn it down a little bit to go around the eyes. Doing okay? Okay, and then I'm going to go to the middle of the forehead. This treatment can help also minimize the appearance of enlarged pores. And if you compare one side to the other, you're going to see, you can tell exactly where I was, where it's red on this side, but it looks like a uniform pink. I'm going to turn her head again, and we're going to start on this side. Again, holding the skin taut. And overlapping the machine. Again, hold the skin around the eye tight. Go back and look to see if there's any parts that you think that you may have not gone over the same amount of times. And right here I see there's a little bit of white skin. It's not as pink, so I'm just going to go over that again. And that looks good. Then go back, forehead. If they have areas that she's concerned about, lines here, you can always go over those areas of concern again. It helps to plump up fine lines a little bit. If you see flakiness, you can go back and go over that again, as long as she's comfortable with it. And she's all done. So with microdermabrasion, it's really, really important to put sunblock on afterwards, and to tell your client to use sunblock every day before they go out. Microdermabrasion.